in NFL Week 2, we learned that the Lions are going to suck, regardless of whether or not the opponent knows what plays they're running. It's the Lions way. One of the greatest crimes in all of sports is that Larry Fitzgerald does not have a Super Bowl. And the Cardinals have responded to that by getting to a level of previously non-existent suck. Congratulations on being a Cardinal for life, Larry. Tennessee played Houston, two teams that used to be called the Oilers, until both cities came to the same conclusion, that having oil as a mascot is stupid. No, they went with the Titans, who just wish they were in the SEC, and the Texans, who just wish they were the Cowboys. Which Mario Kart character does your penis look like? I'm gonna have to go with Little Luigi, mainly because of those curly Q sideburns. This is What the Football. SeatGeek has lots of cool stuff on their app, like little dots that are color-coded and ranked on a scale of 1 to 10. I wonder where I've heard that brilliant idea before. Use promo code WTFootball to get $20 off your first purchase. Don't use promo code Pat Mahomes for MVP is the greatest. It's too long and it won't work. Welcome to What the Football. I'm your anatomically correct host, TJ Carpenter. And this week, Josh fights with the community tab and Ari explains why Zeke Elliott was dressed like Tracy Morgan from The Longest Yard. But first, top 10 stories of the week. Number 10, Vikings versus Packers. The massive amounts of painkillers Aaron Rodgers was on last week wore off just in time for this game. And Aaron wasted no time being generally amazing while Mike McCarthy ate mayonnaise or something. I don't know what he was doing. I just know it wasn't coaching good. All right, now let's fast forward to the good part. Clinton Dix said, oh, I'm gonna laugh my way all the way to victory. Packers kick a field goal, go up by 8. Doesn't matter because Kirk Cousins and Adam Thielen connected on what was one of the most irresponsible, reckless, amazing throws I've ever seen. Tie game. Then comes the kicker. This Minnesota Vikings kicker, dirty Daniel Carlson, who missed so many important kicks in the end of this game. And I don't have to tell you how sensitive people in Minnesota are about missed field goals. They even have this question on their driver's exam. There's 2 right answers to that question, and that one's not it. This game ends in a tie. What is this? Europe? What the hell's going on here? 2 weeks in a row we've had ties. The f is that about? Number 4, Chiefs versus Steelers. Pat Mahomes moved his mobile sex palace into Pittsburgh, where he made sweet love to the end zone. Again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Oh. Mahomes is officially the greatest quarterback ever 2 starts into his career. Pat Mahomes is in the Hall of Fame of 2 games in. Not quite as fancy as Canton, but you do get to pick out an oversized Hawaiian shirt from Andy Reid's closet, and they make a bust of your face. Not out of bronze or gold, Velveeta cheese. Stinky, processed, mutant Velveeta cheese. Meanwhile, the Steelers, they don't even care about this game. Ben Roethlisberger still has whiskey coming out of his pores midway into the 3rd quarter. Antonio Brown was visibly displeased with Ben Roethlisberger, probably because he overthrew him 96 times in this game, give or take. Brown even went so far as to tweet that the team should trade him if people are going to insist on giving Ben Roethlisberger credit for his accomplishments. Gee, I wonder where I've heard that before. Oh yeah, the other greatest player in the league that's on your team. Kind of. Number 3, Pats versus Jags. This cool catch happened, and the Jags took their place as the team that is going to motivate the Patriots to absolutely destroy every other team in the league for the next 4 months. It's a rite of passage. A rite of passage Andy Reid has been a part of quite a bit. Look, I know it feels good, Jacksonville. Beating the Patriots feels great. Erotic. Sexual. But those of us who have been around longer than the above-ground pool you guys installed for Jalen Ramsey's Tinder dates know that all you've done is just piss off Tom Brady and motivate him enough to care about this sport for another year. Thanks for that. Number 2, Seahawks lose again, this time to the Bears, and Khalil Mack was once again having a boner-inducing night.
3rd and 17. Mack strips it! He is unbelievable! Khalil Mack strips it down. Seattle recovers, but if there's a quarterback with the ball, he's got to find him this year.
Joe Tessitore hasn't been that excited about a strip since Paul Feinbaum pinned 100 to his collar at the Diamond Club in Birmingham. Also, ESPN decided that the best way to synergize their new Marvel movie was to show the horrifying death of 2/3 of the Legion of Boom. Well, there goes my childlike innocence. Thanks a lot, Disney. Number 1! Number 1! Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Buccaneers beat the Eagles, and if week 2 has proven anything to me, it's that Fitzmagic is the best quarterback in the league. Look, he outperformed Drew Brees week 1, he beat the Super Bowl champs week 2. What more can you ask of a man dressed like Conor McGregor? Other than maybe to remind him that it's week 2. What the hell is wrong with all of you? What do you think Ryan Fitzpatrick and Jalen Ramsey and Sideshow Bob are just gonna waltz into the playoffs like the Avengers? Like the worst thing that's gonna happen to them is that they lose some ancillary character that has no real relevance to the plot? I know Zoe Saldana is hot, so is Jimmy Garoppolo. That doesn't mean he gets to live. Look. This league may have a changing of the guard at some point, but it ain't gonna be in week motherfucking 2. When I see Case Keenum, I see Han Solo. Anytime we check in on that guy, he's being chased by bounty hunters, he's in massive debt, and he's thrown at least 2 interceptions. But he always finds a way out of the jam. That's why we love him. What do you see when you look at your starting quarterback? Well, here's Joshua Briscoe, who by law has to stand at least 200 feet away from Patrick Mahomes at all times to tell you.
This week we asked you in the Watch Mojo community tab if your team's quarterback was a character in a movie, who would they be and why? Yes, I'm Joshua Briscoe. I look like Sam Darnold if he was cast as an extra in Fight Club. Here are your top 10 answers. Number 10, Nick Foles looks like Napoleon Dynamite. He absolutely does. This one is uncanny. He also looks like Groot and the one white guy in a brochure for a very diverse community college, but he looks like Napoleon Dynamite the most. Number 9, Ben Roethlisberger looks like the Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters. Also extremely good. I'll add that he looks like the Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters after going on a 3-day bender, growing a little bit of a beard, and getting, a little toasted. Number 8, Jameis Winston is Ferris Bueller because he's going to have a lot of days off. Alright, they don't really look alike, but this one is fantastic. Here's an extra. Do you know what Ryan Fitzpatrick looks like? He looks like a better quarterback than Jameis Winston. Number 7, Joe Flacco double feature! Joe Flacco looks like Bert from Sesame Street and Greg from The Croods. These are both very good, but I prefer the latter because I had to Google Greg from The Croods, and would you look at that, Joe Flacco really does look like a cartoon caveman. Number 6, Andy Dalton is Jessica Rabbit because he's a born baddie and because he's a redhead. Good news, guys, we have an excuse to put Jessica Rabbit in the thumbnail. Mission accomplished. Number 5, Blake Bortles double feature. Blake Bortles is R2-D2 because he can be super handy and also a real pain in the butt sometime, and he's the meh emoji from the Emoji Movie. Just a little tweak here and there. I would much rather entrust my offense to R2-D2, and I become the meh emoji whenever I have to watch Blake Bortles play football. Number 4, Brock Osweiler looks like Adam from Lab Rats. I've never heard of Lab Rats, I don't know who Adam is, and I try to forget about Brock Osweiler, but look at them. They look alike. Good call. Number 3, Aaron Rodgers is some character that's too good and talented for his small town, but he stays anyway because his dad is dying or something. Alright, this one is a little fast and loose with the rules, but I love it. It's perfect. Let's flesh it out a little bit. Aaron Rodgers stays in the town, but he's going up against big, mean football coach and or owner of the local diner played by Mike McCarthy, who's continually trying to undercut his aspirations, either for a second Super Bowl or for showbiz or whatever. Also, he's being forced to either play behind an offensive line that constantly gets him killed and or work overtime at the diner. This is an inspired casting. Number 2, Tom Brady looks like the guy from Ted 2. Personally, I don't see this one. Number 1, Derek Carr looks like Sid from Toy Story. This one is perfect. He just does. And also, you know how in Toy Story 3 we get a glimpse of Sid later in life as a garbage man? This means that both Sid and Derek Carr are just out here right now throwing trash around.
Carr, back up. Picked off! How sloppy was that?
Unbelievably perfect. What was your favorite one? Which one did we miss? Let us know in the comments here on Watch Mojo. If you need me, I'll be in this basement for the next 2 days watching Patrick Mahomes highlights.
All right, gentlemen, now it's time to play Rate That Meme. This is where we go through all the memes from the NFL weekend, and then you guys rate them. I guess the description's really in the title. Let's start with this first one. This is Ryan Fitzpatrick, or is it Conor McGregor? All right, let's start with you. How do you rate this meme?
Yeah, this one was funny the first 500 times I saw it.
Okay, all right, that's not a rating. Josh?
Yeah, I'm gonna just take it to a 5. It was funny the first time, and now it's funny imagining Ryan Fitzpatrick fighting Conor McGregor just for, like, I don't know, beard pride or something. I would watch that. I wouldn't pay for it, but I would watch it. Maybe the UFC or boxing could revive itself by getting that started.
So what is the rating system based on, guys? Is it a 1 through 5 scale, a 1 through 10, a 1 through 100?
I think you made it 1 to 500.
1 to 500. I'm going to go with a 3 for this one, because Ryan Fitzpatrick dressed this way simply to be a meme. Less points for the inauthenticity for a Harvard graduate.
Wow, you guys are very, very harsh in your grading of this meme. I can't wait for your opinions on Vontae Davis. If you believe in something, maybe just quit at halftime. What about this one? Just do it, guys.
Wow, another Colin Kaepernick meme.
Yes! The only one of these memes that has been objectively good is the Stephen A. Smith one. That's the only good one. All of the rest of them have been less funny than that.
Even the Jay Cutler one? I thought the Jay Cutler one was good.
Even the Jay Cutler one, TJ.
All right, sticking with the Vontae Davis theme, how about this Bubba Gump shrimp reference right here? Forrest Gump meme for Vontae Davis? I don't know, a scale of 1 to 10, Josh, what do you think?
I'm gonna give this one like a 6.5. I get it, but I was in Chicago a couple weekends ago. I ended up eating at a Bubba Gump shrimp. I have never seen the movie Forrest Gump. I was very confused throughout my meal.
So many movies in the 90s that you just right over the head, nothing. All right, scale of 1 to 10, what do you think of this one?
If you could see me right now, TJ, which you most certainly can, you'd see that I'm shaking my head.
Sorry for being youthful, Ari.
You're dressed like Danny DeVito in Twins right now. How are you youthful?
Never heard of that.
It's a real movie.
All right, ladies, let's pipe down here for just a moment. Continuing on with the memes, are you the Vikings kicker? Yes, no, or whatever the other option was. What do you think of this one, Ari?
This one's brilliant because it actually makes you look. This one's brilliant, TJ, because it actually makes you look at it a few times to really see what's going on. It's brilliant in its subtlety. Sometimes stick figures and not necessarily great pictures make really good memes. Excellent work. I give this one a 275.
Wow. That is dramatic and unnecessary. Josh, what about you?
I would say, unlike the Vikings kickers, this did not miss its mark. It's a very good meme. I give it 437.
Wow, both of you just, this isn't The Price is Right, guys. And finally, Antonio Brown's parents came to pick him up and Mike Tomlin didn't know where he was. Scale of 1 to 10.
This is the best one, and the reason is because you see the picture of Mike Tomlin, and you read the headline, and then you automatically start thinking about what you could say about the picture that would make it better. And that's a brilliant meme.
It really is. Once again, I think this kind of confirms, I've never seen a picture of Mike Tomlin with his eyes shut. Not even a blink. Josh, what about you? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's great, and I think it got even funnier whenever Ari explained how memes work.
So you see, it's a picture, and then... Listen, Josh. By the way, Forrest Gump is a horribly overrated film. I agree with you, Josh.
Whoa!
We were talking about really good, underrated 90s movies, like The Three Musketeers, or Stargate, or She's All That.